I'm San Antonio Mayor Ron Nirenberg. I am a Trinity University alum, and I want you to know about my passion for these two vibrant communities. My alma mater is now a nationally recognized liberal arts university, offering fully integrated arts, humanities, STEM, and professional programs. Grounded in the liberal arts, Trinity graduates students who think critically, act meaningfully, and contribute confidently throughout their careers. As for San Antonio, Trinity is an oasis in the heart of a city that serves as a cultural bridge to the Americas. We are a diverse community that values inclusion and welcomes intellectual curiosity and spirited debate. We're a city that challenges convention and welcomes new ideas. Great things are happening at Trinity University, in San Antonio, and through all our connections to our multicultural world. Join me in being part of this exciting moment.
Legion Point at St. Thomas on December 4th. Griffin Levine. Next, number 3, from Flower Mound, Texas, Ben Hadley. Ben has a master record of 67 and 50 as a member of the Tigers, including a 78% winning percentage over the last 3 seasons. Ben has been named to the SCAC All-Conference team, also to the SCAC Academic Honor Roll. Ben is a member of the NABC Honors Court, was also part of last season's team that advanced to the NCAA tournament, had the program's largest NCAA victory, beating Whitworth by 25 points. Ben is accompanied by his parents, Karen and Dave Hadley, and his grandparents, Roy and Jan Kell. Ladies and gentlemen, Ben Hadley. Next, from New Orleans, Louisiana, number 5, Caleb Jenkins. Caleb has a master record of 51 and 14, a member of the Tigers. Caleb has made the SCAC All-Conference team in both seasons, including being named the 2021 SCAC Player of the Year. Caleb was also a part of last season's team that advanced to the NCAA tournament. Once again, largest NCAA victory, beating Whitworth by 25 points. Caleb is accompanied by his mother, Edie Freiberg. Caleb Jenkins. And from San Antonio, number 22, A.J. Clark. A.J. has a master record of 67 and 50 as a member of the Tigers, including a 78% winning percentage over the last 3 seasons. A.J. has been named to the SCAC All-Conference team, also to the SCAC Academic Honor Roll. A.J. is a 2-time winner of the SCAC Elite 19 Award. Is also a member of the NABC Honors Court. A.J. was also part of last season's team that advanced to the NCAA tournament, including that well-known victory over Whitworth by 25 points. A.J. is accompanied by his parents, Joe and Linda Clark, his sisters, Alyssa Clark and Kelsey Meyer, his brother-in-law, Andrew Meyer, and nephews, Hudson and Henry. Ladies and gentlemen, A.J. Clark. And we have a Tiger cheerleader senior. Ladies and gentlemen, Kristen Wilson. Kristen is accompanied by Stacy Linderman and Levi Weaver. Kristen is a psychology major, minoring in chemistry. She plans to attend medical school after graduating from Trinity. Kristen Wilson. Ladies and gentlemen, one more time, a big hand for the Tiger seniors, Griffin Levine, Ben Hadley, Caleb Jenkins, A.J. Clark, and Kristen Wilson. You'll always be Tigers. Congratulations.
after winning a thrilling overtime game in Kerrville, the Southwestern Pirates sail down to Calgar Gym to figure out their fate in the SCAC Conference Tournament. They've clinched, but they do not know if they are the 5 or 6 seed. Meanwhile, in Calgard, the Trinity Tigers celebrating senior night with a nearly all-senior lineup, as A.J. Clark will start us off here on the court for the Tigers. Braxton Berry, Griffin Levine, Ben Handley, Caleb Jenkins, and A.J. Clark. Clark hands it over to Jenkins. Jenkins over to Clark again, and Clark drains it from 3. Folks, he is now 7 points away from 1,000 career points. He would be the 26th player in school history to do so if he were to reach that mark. On the court for the Pirates of Southwestern, Sam Lacey, Chris Smith Jr., Luke Hatcher, Preston Hanna, and Brock Lichtefeld. A.J. Clark hands it over to Ben Handley. Handley gets it over to Jenkins. Jenkins back up to Clark. Clark over to Levine. Griffin Levine can't make it from 3. The Pirates sailing down the court. Sam Lacey tried to drive in. Caleb Jenkins' defense too strong, deferring it to Chris Smith Jr. And he defers it back to Lacey. Lacey dishes it in to the paint. But Lichtefeld, nothing doing there. Levine over to Caleb Jenkins. Wide open 3. Can't get it. Jenkins rebounds his own missed shot. Gets it to Ben Handley, and Handley puts it in. The seniors on the court for the Tigers: Griffin Levine, Ben Handley, Caleb Jenkins, and A.J. Clark. We'll be talking about them as this game progresses and all their accolades and accomplishments they've made at Trinity University. As the Pirates in the paint, all the way back, they move the ball in a big circle. And Preston Hanna can't put it in from 3, but the Pirates maintain possession. Smith Jr. can't do it. Caleb Jenkins over to Handley, and Handley over to Clark, back to Levine, and Levine to Clark. Clark from 3, and Clark sinks it again. 4 points away from 1,000 points. Timeout on the floor.
And a big hand for the Tiger cheerleaders.
We will stick with you here on the Tiger Network as Southwestern calls that timeout. What's at stake today? The Tigers will win the 2 seed if they win today. And the 2 seed is oh so important. It gives you a bye in the SCAC tournament. If they lose and Centenary lose, it would have the same effect. But if the Tigers lose and Centenary wins tomorrow in Colorado Springs, Centenary would win the 2 seed, and the bye would go to the Gents. As we step back in here in Calgar Gym, the Pirates inbounding it, and they storm down the court. Shobi Anakpane entering in for the Pirates. Anakpane dishing it in to Zach Black. Black looking. Can't put it in. A.J. Clark. What an amazing pass to Griffin Levine. All the way over to Jenkins. Back to Clark. To Levine again. He takes the 3. And he sinks the 3. 11 points for the Tigers to start off the game. The Pirates trying to get something going on offense. Handing it over to Anakpane. Anakpane passes the ball up the 3-point arc. Josh Jones handing it off to Toussaint. The shot from Jacob Hester, no good. Levine gets the ball for the Tigers. Caleb Jenkins back to Levine. Over to Jenkins. Inside to A.J. Clark. He is fouled. Josh Jones will be tagged with that foul. Levine tosses it over to Clark. Clark down to Ben Hanley. And Ben Hanley, the acrobat that is Ben Hanley, gets that ball in for the Tigers. 13-0 run. The Pirates, Jacob Hester, down to Josh Jones. Jones's pass offline, intended for Anakpane. Special discussion. And they're going to say that the ball went off a Tiger before going out of bounds, so the Pirates will maintain possession of the ball. Tossing it over to Jacob Hester, over to Anakpane. The ball makes its way up the three-point arc, back down to Anakpane. Anakpane over to Josh Jones. Josh Jones from downtown. Josh Jones scores Southwestern's first point of the game. And Braxton Berry, the only player on the court right now that is not a senior for the Tigers. Griffin Levine charging up the court, handing it over to Caleb Jenkins. Jenkins down to Ben Hanley. Hanley over to Berry. Berry handing it over to A.J. Clark. Clark going into the paint, putting it up. And Clark will be fouled. And we will have our first media timeout. We will stick with you here on the Tiger Network. Connor Kirkendall, head coach for the Southwestern Pirates. It's his fourth season with the Pirates. He previously coached at Shriner for 5 seasons. Head coach for the Trinity University Tigers, Jimmy Smith, his 10th season coaching, his 3rd with the Tigers. And a lot of history with these players for Coach Smith. Some of these players helping him through the transition when he took over this team 3 years ago. And we have 4 seniors once again tonight. And we're going to start off with Griffin Levine. His first game as a Tiger was on November 7th, 2021 against Sul Ross State. You may think that's a bit late in his career. Well, that's because he transferred from Pratt Institute up in New York after his sophomore year. The first game he played for the Cannoneers was on November 10th, 2018 against Sarah Lawrence, and he scored 28 points in his debut. His honors include Honors Court from the National Association of Basketball Coaches, Academic Honor Roll from the SCAC, and All ACAA from the American Collegiate Athletic Association. And he was also Rookie of the Year, given by the same organization. A.J. Clark coming back in here will shoot from the charity stripe. And Clark sinks that shot. 0.7, 3 away from 1,000. And once again, Clark, razor focused, sinks that shot as well. He's 2 points away from breaking 1,000 points. The Pirates and Akpane trying to make something happen here with the offense. Handing it all the way over to Josh Jones. Jones, big pass to Jacob Hester. Hester dishing it in to Zach Black. Black, nothing doing. He'll step up to the charity stripe himself. While at the Pratt Institute, Griffin Levine was the male student athlete of the year after his first season with the Cannoneers. Team MVP 2 years with the Cannoneers. Made the all-conference team. As Black can't make the first shot. And Coach Smith said about him, I have a lot of respect for him. He came as a transfer, wanted to come here and be in a program that played in big games. And I think he's gotten his wish. Black sinks the second free throw. He's been a good leader and contributes when given opportunities. And he was able to change his mindset from being the man to being able to come off the bench and be a contributor. A.J. Clark giving it over to Levine. And Levine can't get that one. Jenkins fighting for that ball. But it will be Pirate possession. Quentin Hupp checking in for the Pirates. He's been a good leader and contributes when given opportunities, Coach Smith said about Levine. He gets along with everyone, and I'm going to miss him on the court. And Akpane handing it up to Jacob Hester. Hester up to Hupp. And Akpane spinning around, giving it back to Hupp. Hupp over to Hester. Jacob Hester. And from Pirates, to and fro. 5 seconds left on the shot clock. Hester driving in. And the shot. Nothing doing for Leo Toussaint. Hanley driving in. Hands it over to Levine. Over to Clark. Clark, deep three. Can't make it. Kev Jenkins fighting for the ball. He has it. Jump ball. Jump ball. We'll give the ball to the Pirates. As we get a little mop up from the mopping crew. Pirates with the ball again. Anakpane. Over to Hupp. Quentin Hupp. Giving it back to Anakpane. Anakpane. Driving up. Back up to Hupp. And Anakpane dishing it in from the top of the key. Jacob Hester is good. Hanley going down the court, driving in, loses the ball. Some subs for the Tigers. Jacob Harvey, Jacob Milhouse, Tanner Brown. Replacing many players on the court. Ty Williams also coming in. Everyone except for A.J. Clark, because no one's going to rob A.J. Clark of this opportunity. He can't put it in there. A.J. Clark gets it again all the way over to Tanner Brown. Tanner Brown can't put it in. And going down the court are the Pirates. Quentin Hupp down to Jacob Hester. Hester looking for an opening. Can't find one. Defers to Hupp. Hupp in the same situation himself. Giving it back down to Leo Toussaint. Toussaint up to Anakpane. And 85-58. Ty Williams up to Brown. Tanner Brown. Gonna get Jacob Harvey. A.J. Clark over to Ty Williams. And Williams shoveling it over to Jacob Harvey. Over to A.J. Clark. Driving it in is Milhouse. Milhouse falls down. And we have a stoppage of play on the court. 30-second timeout is called. I didn't see by who. I'm going to assume it was from Coach Jimmy Smith, but we'll stick with you here on the Tiger Network nonetheless. And Coach Smith said that knowing that Centenary lost to St. Thomas and that all the team has to do is win these two games, it saves them a whole lot of stress. Because now the Tigers control their destiny, win, and get the bye. And you don't have to worry about Centenary playing tomorrow. And Harvey What an amazing three from Harvey. Maybe it's the power of the mustache. We still have some excellent mustaches on the court from these players. Of course, yesterday was Stashy Friday. As Southwestern's Chris Smith Jr. puts that one in for the Pirates. Harvey once again. Can't put that one in. And Quentin Hupp going down the court. And driving it in, Preston Hanna. Can't put it in, though. Tanner Brown. Over to Jacob Millhouse. Millhouse driving it in. Over to A.J. Clark. A.J. Clark deferring to Ty Williams. Ty Williams can't make that shot. Clark tries to get the ball back for his team. Gets hit in the arm pretty hard. He's kind of holding it right now. But he plays through it, whatever it is. And a little pass. And things go wrong. A.J. Clark. Welcome to the 1,000-point club, A.J. Clark. He is the 26th player in Trinity University history to accomplish that feat. And what a special night senior night is, folks. As that shot from Preston Hanna doesn't make it from three. A timeout. And you may see in the crowd a sign, congrats on 1,000 points, AJ. These fans have showed up. We have a great crowd tonight. As Trinity leads 20-8 against the Southwestern Pirates. As you can see that sign there. It is magical in here. You can really feel the energy. A.J. Clark is a special player for this Tigers team. We'll get to him eventually. But for now, I had the pleasure of talking to Coach Kirkendall. And Coach Kirkendall told me about the last game against the Tigers. And he says it's not the prototypical zone that the Tigers play. They are very active in their defense. We were able to slow the pace down early on, but the offense just couldn't get it going. And that's been an issue for the Pirates this entire year. The Pirates are last in the SCAC in points per game, just scoring 66.1 on average. And no Pirate on the team, last time I checked, averages double digits in points per game. This is a Pirate offense that struggles with offense. As we come out of that timeout, Abdullah Roberts coming in for A.J. Clark. Abdullah Roberts with the ball. Wow, a great snag from Tanner Brown. Roberts down to Millhouse. Millhouse driving into the paint. Spins and scores. Millhouse in the spin cycle. Grabbing 2 points for the Tigers. Big passes from the Pirates. It was an amazing series of passes, but unfortunately the Pirates cannot capitalize. Abdullah Roberts driving into the paint. Handing it back to Braxton Berry. Berry is fouled. The foul on Lichtenfeld. Braxton Berry. His first free throw. He sinks it. And the second shot for Berry. Is also sunk. Sam Lacey to inbound it for the Pirates of Southwestern. Errant pass. Tanner Brown lets that defender go right by him. Oh, but he can't score the three. just rattled in and out. Pirates haven't scored in about 2 minutes here. Oh, for their last 4 shots. They're down 24-8. We'll see if they can get anything going here. Sam Lacey. That pass is picked off by Jacob Harvey. Over to Brown, back to Roberts. Abdullah Roberts driving in. Can't put it in. Barry with the rebound. He tries putting it up, and he puts it in. Braxton Berry using all 6'8" of himself to get that rebound. And the Tigers are swarming the Pirates right now. The shot by Lichtenfeld, no good. Can't quite make the three. As the Pirates try to recuperate here. Driving it in for the Pirates in the paint. Pull-up shot from Sam Lacey. Brings Southwestern into double-digit points for the game. We're now halfway through the first half. Abdullah Roberts driving it in. Hands it back to Jacob Millhouse. Millhouse can't put it in. Braxton Berry with the rebound. Not quite, as a jump ball is called. And a boatload of substitutions in for the Pirates. Zach Black. Nick Crump, a new face in for the Pirates. Shelby Anakpane back in for the Pirates. Chris Smith Jr. a little banged up there. Leo Toussaint back on for the Pirates. And Jacob Hester. And the Pirates offense. Nothing doing today as Abdullah Roberts driving it in. Can't put it in. Braxton Berry, he puts it in. 28 points for Trinity. Southwestern, 10 points right now. They've tied A.J. Clark in scoring. And the Tigers take the ball again. And Southwestern, the offense, stuck in the mud. We'll see if they can patch the holes in the sails and get this offense going. But in the meantime, Tanner Brown sinks that shot. Tanner Brown second shot. Sinks that one as well. 20-point lead for the Tigers with 8 minutes, 38 seconds left here in this first half. And the Tigers will get the ball once again. Once again, thank you for joining us here on the Tiger Network. I'm Reed Rosales. Abdullah Roberts handing it over to Brown. Travel, says the official. Back to the Pirates. The ball goes. A 12-2 run for the Tigers. 5 turnovers in the last 4 minutes for the Pirates. We'll see if we can cut those down. Jacob Hester. And the Pirates moving it up the court with ease now. Oh, but they encounter some trouble. As that ball is blocked and taken away by Tanner Brown. Tanner Brown moving into the paint. He slows down a little bit. Millhouse travels with the ball. And a little update from Kerrville. Shriner is up on TLU 32-27. That game is a sudden death match. Whoever loses that game will go home and not make the conference tournament. As that shot from Quentin Hupp No good. But on the second attempt, the Pirates draw the foul. Timeout on the floor. We will stick with you here on the Tiger Network as we will shout out another senior. This time, Ben Hanley. Ben Hanley played his first game on November 14th, 2018 against Mary Hardin Baylor. And his name is in the record books a couple times. He ranks as the 14th most accurate shooter in school history currently, with a field goal percentage of 48%. He's 16th in school history in assists with 230, 24th in school history in field goal attempts with 698, and 24th in school history with field goals made with 335. From the NABC, he was given the Honors Court for 2 years. From the SCAC, he has made the All-SCAC team and was an honorable mention. He made the Academic Honor Roll for 3 times, and he was the Player of the Week in the SCAC once. And comments from Coach Smith. Unique player, fastest person I've ever seen with the ball in his hands. He's a quality person, willing to sacrifice whatever it takes. He is a guy that really wants to win. He's a player that you want on the team. Even through adversity and injury, he shows his resilience and is a rock to the program. So consistent on and off the court. Will be weird to not have him on the team. Leo Toussaint for the Pirates. Sinks the first shot. Leo Toussaint, one of 2 Toussaints in the SCAC. Latrell Toussaint of Dallas. Matching last names. Dallas was down here a couple weeks ago. Or last week, I should say. And the Tigers around the perimeter. Jacob Harvey looking to break through. Hands it over to Tanner Brown. Tanner Brown driving in. Nothing doing for the Tigers, though. Tigers will retain possession of the ball as it went off a Pirate. Ty Williams with taking the inbound pass. Jacob Harvey to Tanner Brown. Back up to Harvey. Harvey up the three-point arc. Down to Ty Williams. Williams at the top of the key. Shot clock violation for the Tigers, taking just a bit too long on that series of plays. The Pirates going down the court once again, trying to get something going on offense. Nick Crump trying to find an opening, defers it back down to Quentin Hupp. Quentin Hupp back to Crump. Crump puts it up from 3. Can't make the downtown shot as Jacob Millhouse hands it over to Jacob Harvey. The Jacob connection. Nothing happening though. Pirates with the rebound. Crump, 1-on-1, 1-on-2. But Millhouse proves to be a bit too much for the Pirates to handle. And the senior squad is back on the court. It's Caleb Jenkins, Ben Hanley, A.J. Clark, and Griffin Levine enter in. Ty Williams stays in. Crump trying to dish it in. A little too contested for Zach Black to get a hold of. Caleb Jenkins driving down the court. And Griffin Levine back to Ben Hanley. Ben Hanley driving in, falls down. And the Pirates using this opportunity to go in. Crump tries to put it in. Zach Black on the second attempt. He's able to put it in. And the Pirates plunder 2 points on that opening. And they call a foul. Ben Hanley. Coach Kirkendall shouting that he was passing. And indeed he was. So it'll be an inbounds pass for the Tigers instead of them stepping up to the charity stripe. Griffin Levine running around. That ball is picked off by Quentin Hupp. Quentin Hupp over to Nick Crump. Crump into the paint to Jacob Hester. Hester back out. Leo Toussaint. Nothing happening for him. Griffin Levine up to Caleb Jenkins. Jenkins. A.J. Clark. Oh, almost making it again. A.J. Clark is a dangerous player. But on that attempt, nothing doing for him. As Zach Black puts it in for the Pirates. The Pirates generating a little bit of offense now. Cut the Trinity lead down to 15. Ty Williams, nothing doing there. And the Pirates sailing back down the court. Jacob Hester looking for any opening. He'll defer it over to Quentin Hupp. Hupp dishes it in to Zach Black. Zach Black trying to muscle it in. Jump ball as A.J. Clark forced that jump ball. Subs in for the Pirates, Sam Lacey, Brock Lichtefeld, and Luke Hatcher. The Pirates maintain possession of the ball from that jump ball. And Hatcher sinks it from downtown. And Griffin Levine can't end a scoring drought for the Tigers that's lasted about 4 minutes. The Pirates are on an 8-0 run. Let's see if they can continue it here. The Tiger defense fighting hard. The ball's on the ground. Jump ball once again. Ball to the Tigers. Ty Williams. Down to Caleb Jenkins. Caleb Jenkins. Strolling down the court. Handing it over to Ben Hanley. Hanley up to Ty Williams. The ball makes its way up the three-point arc to Griffin Levine. Levine back down to Jenkins. Jenkins sinks it for 3. Another big shot for a senior here in Calgar Gym. Southwestern, that pass a little too errant. They maintain possession anyways. Hatcher looking for an opening. Gives it over to Crump. Crump. Back to Hatcher. Hatcher going in. Muscling his way into the paint and scoring for the Pirates. Hanley to Jenkins. Over to Ty Williams. Ty Williams from the top of the key sinks it for 3. And the Pirates, quick shot. Nothing doing for Jacob Hester. As a foul on the floor, along with the timeout. Jacob Hester being tagged with that foul. Timeout on the floor here. Our final media timeout. And these seniors on the floor certainly showing up. A.J. Clark with 10 points. Like I said, 26th player in school history to break 1,000 points. And it's one of those things that you can't take away from a player, because that record will be etched in to the record books for all time. The Tigers leading by 16 over the Pirates. And the Pirates are in a groove right now. They've won their past 3 games. on a revenge tour of sorts against teams they had lost to earlier in the season. They beat Texas Lutheran 81-68, edged out Colorado College 56-54, and of course won that thriller in overtime at Kerrville 82-77. Lichtefeld, Hatcher, Preston Hanna, Jacob Hester, all names appearing in points scored for those games. We have some new faces on the court for the Tigers. The chaos creator himself, Zach Fenn, entering in for the Tigers. Kevin Garcia checking in as well, and Pierce Matthews. Jacob Harvey and Tanner Brown also checking back in. Zach Fenn down to Tanner Brown. Tanner Brown rushing down the court. Up to Jacob Harvey. Zach Fenn handing it over to Harvey. Harvey driving in, over to Fenn. Fenn driving in this time. Fenn puts it up and puts it in. And the Pirates contending with the zone defense of the Tigers. Jacob Hester looking around, handing it over to Sam Lacey. Sam Lacey up to Nick Crump. Crump down to Luke Hatcher. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Crump takes the deep three. Can't sink it though. Down to Hester. Hester throwing the ball in. But the ball just gets away from the Pirates. The Tigers finding their offense again. 3 for the last 3 shots. As Harvey will take the ball down the court. 2 minutes, 10 seconds left here in the first half of play. Harvey over to Brown. Brown back up to Jacob Harvey. Exchanging the ball with Tanner Brown. Tanner Brown up to Zach Fenn. 10 seconds left on the shot clock. Tanner Brown driving in into the paint. Offensive foul. Will give the ball back to the Pirates. Sam Lacey down to Luke Hatcher. Back up to Sam Lacey. Lacey all the way down the court to Jacob Hester. Hester trying to put it in. Can't put it in though. Pirates rebound. Pirates will maintain possession as Zach Fenn tried to create a little chaos, as he usually does on the court. Pirates hoping to quench a drought that's gone for 2 minutes now. And they're not having any help from this Tiger defense as that ball's batted over to Kevin Garcia. And Tanner Brown over to Harvey. Jacob Harvey for 3. Can't make it. And the Pirates sailing down the court once again. Sam Lacey doing it himself. Lacey will get an and one. Minute 11 seconds left in the first half. Trinity in the bonus, so Southwestern needs to be careful about their personal foul count. They'll be doing 1-and-1s for every foul that the Pirates commit. Fenn over to Harvey. Jacob Harvey back down to Zach Fenn. And Fenn over to Kevin Garcia. Garcia driving into the paint. Can't put it in though. Pirates trying to make something happen here. But nothing is happening. But the Pirates will get the ball back as Tanner Brown took the ball away but just couldn't control it well enough. It's going to go back to the Pirates. Jacob Hester giving it over to Sam Lacey. And Lacey from the elbow. The angle is too sharp. Garcia. Pierce Matthews going into the paint himself. He can't put it in. Pirates get it back. Sam Lacey once again Over to Zach Black. Zach Black puts it in. No more shot clock. As we have 20 seconds left here in the first half, it looks like the Tigers are content to possibly taking the last shot of the half. Jacob Harvey standing with the ball. Harvey driving it in. Puts it up for three. Can't make it. Maybe one chance for the Pirates. That ball batted down. Big shot. Not strong enough from Hatcher. And that is the end of the first half here in CalGuard Gym. Trinity 38, Southwestern 25. We will take a break here on the Tiger Network as we go into halftime. 15 minutes on the clock there on your screen as you look at some nice replays. I'm Reed Results with the Tiger Network. Stay tuned for the start of the second half in about 15-ish minutes. the score here in Calgar Gym. Trinity 38, Southwestern 25. As we sit here and wait for the about a minute 45 seconds to tick off the clock and start the second half, going to shout out another senior. This time, Caleb Jenkins. Caleb played his first game as a Tiger on January 15th, 2021 against St. Thomas. And Caleb Jenkins was a transfer from Millsaps College after his freshman year. He was there when Coach Smith was coaching there, and he played his first game for the majors on November 12th, 2019 against Bellhaven. He was named All-Southern Athletic Association Honorable Mention in his first season with the majors. In the SCAC, he's been the Player of the Year. He's made the All-SCAC first team and been an honorable mention, and he's been a Player of the Week. And the comment from Coach Smith, Caleb is the first player who will play all 4 years with me. Our relationship is special. Embraced coming off the bench after being Conference Player of the Year. Brings a real boost off the bench. When the spotlight is the brightest, he really plays the best. He has a whatever the team needs mindset. And he has more big games left in him. I can just feel it. Cool synergy with teammates and shared experiences, like training with the USA 3-on-3 Olympic basketball squad. I have a lot of respect for him. We enter in the second half. No changes for the starters for the Tigers. One change for the Pirates. Josh Jones will be here in place. Excuse me. As the Pirates started off here, Chris Smith Jr. back on the court. Sam Lacey goes it all the way down to Jones. Into the paint to Luke Hatcher. Hatcher can't get it. And Josh Jones in place of Preston Hanna for the starters on Southwestern. Sam Lacey and the Pirates find themselves down 13 points. We'll see if they can go on a little run here. The ball goes all the way up the three-point arc. And Josh Jones nodding his head emphatically as he shoots it from downtown and makes it a 10-point game. A.J. Clark up to Ben Hanley. Hanley spinning around, getting it over to Braxton Berry. Berry trying to muscle his way in. Gets it back to Caleb Jenkins. Big three. And he does it like it's nothing. And of course with Caleb Jenkins, his mother in the stands counts for 50 fans, according to Coach Smith. As Josh Jones putting the team on his back, driving in. My apologies. That was Brock. I'm sorry, once again. That was Luke Hatcher on that one. For the Tiger stands, they'll be missing a core piece of their cheer squad. Caleb Jenkins spinning in. Can't put it in. Pirates coming back down the court. As Brock Lichtefeld can put it up and in. The ball makes its way up the three-point arc over to Griffin Levine. Levine down to A.J. Clark. Clark back out to Jenkins. Levine, Clark, Hanley. The seniors working together. A.J. Clark driving in. Offensive foul. It will give the Pirates the ball. Sam Lacey to inbound it here for the Pirates. Pirates get it to Jones. Jones trying to get it to Luke Hatcher. But Hatcher stepping out of bounds. Jenkins over to A.J. Clark. A.J. Clark. Another offensive foul. The Pirates all the way over to Hatcher. And another foul on the Tigers, this time Griffin Levine. And that is a lot of fouls in a very short amount of time for the Tigers. The last thing that they would want to do is make it so that the Pirates make a trip to the charity stripe for every foul that they commit. Levine talking with his teammates. Hands it up to Caleb Jenkins. Back down to Levine. Levine over to Clark. Clark over to Levine. Levine thought about taking a three, decided against it. Caleb Jenkins driving it in at the top of the key. Back up to Griffin Levine. And Levine trying to go in. Hands it over to Clark. Clark back out to Jenkins. Jenkins driving in. And Jenkins puts it in. As you can see, Caleb Jenkins' mom in the stands. She is making some noise for her boy. And a big tussle under the rim. And the Southwestern bench erupting. Coach Kirkendall saying he called a timeout before anything else was called. It was a tussle, as you see on the replay. Arguments being made by both sides, and the officials are talking this one over. And we will see what the official decision is. The officials going down.
There's a foul. Number 22, Brock Lichtenfeld, is second.
And Brock Lichtenfeld tagged with the foul. As you can see, the officials looking very closely at the play. Both teams using this opportunity to talk things over, sketch out game plans. Southwestern down by just 10 to Trinity. And Trinity really wants to win this game. If they win, they don't have to worry about Centenary tomorrow, because they'll have clinched the 2 seed and the bye. Southwestern wants this win for higher seeding. They are either going to be the 5th or 6th seed. With the win, they'll be the 5th, and with the loss, they'll be the 6th. As the game over in Kerrville will decide the 5th seed if Southwestern were to lose.
There's also a foul on Trinity 0. Braxton Berry, that is his third. New foul 5.
And a foul on Braxton Berry. And they are saying a flagrant foul for Braxton Berry. That's going to give Josh Jones all the room in the world. Flagrant fouls always giving the world's loneliest free throw attempts. No one to distract him here other than the crowd. But he makes that shot. Braxton Berry picking up his third foul there. And that shot is sunk by Josh Jones as well. Josh Jones, one of the seniors for Southwestern, putting in the work for his team. More discussion on the court. A bit of confusion about what's happening. Chaos on the court. And the Pirates will retain possession. We got everything figured out eventually. That's a high pass. A.J. Clark scoops that one up. Lobbing it over to Griffin Levine. Levine driving in. Over to Ben Hanley. Ben Hanley back out to Levine. Levine over to A.J. Clark. Clark motioning over to Caleb Jenkins. He hands it off to Jenkins. Jenkins up to Ben Hanley. Hanley down to Braxton Berry. Berry up to Levine. Down the key. All the way to Jenkins. Jenkins flips it over to A.J. Clark. That was a great pass by Caleb Jenkins. And Griffin Levine maybe kept the ball alive. What the officials will say, it will be Pirate basketball. The Pirates have cut the deficit back to single digits, only down by 8. As they inbounded here, Luke Hatcher looking for an open Pirate. Gets it over to Jones. Jones back down. This time, Chris Smith Jr. back up to Jones. Smith to Jones. Jones up to Sam Lacey. Lacey has his pass intercepted by the Tigers. Ben Hanley going up and in, just doing it himself. And the Tiger lead is double digits once again. Lacey. Some turbulent waves created by the Tiger defense. But the Pirates are able to sail through it. But the ball is ripped out by A.J. Clark, who may be not too happy with Luke Hatcher. There is some chatter going on between the Tigers and Pirates. And this game is getting intense.
Timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor. We will stick with you here on the Tiger Network.
All right, Tiger fans, one more time for the Tiger cheerleaders.
As we will shout out A.J. Clark. What is there to say about A.J.? He played his first game on November 14th, 2018 against Mary Hardin Baylor. And he's in the record books so many times. Some of his highlights: third in school history in assists with 367, third in school history in steals with 165, ninth in school history in rebounds with 581. And it's just a laundry list down the record books. His name is plastered all over it. He earned the Honors Court from the NABC. As Luke Hatcher is tagged with a foul. And in the SCAC, he's been on the All-SCAC second and third teams, on the All-Tournament team. He is an Elite 19 two-time award winner. He's been Player of the Week. He's on the Academic Honor Roll for the SCAC. From the College Sports Information Directors of America, he made the Academic All-District 2 years in a row. And from the National Strength and Conditioning Association, he made their All-Americas list. And academically, he's been on the Dean's list for 4 semesters. Absolutely incredible. Coach Smith told me when he took over the program at such a key time during COVID, A.J. Clark really helped him in the transition into being coach when he took over for Tyler P.V. about 3 years ago. An amazing save by A.J. Clark there. Van Hanley driving it in. Tanner Brown putting it up. Can't put it in. It's a struggle for the ball. Pirates come away with it. Off the court, people will never understand what he means to the group. And he sees him as the most mature out of all the seniors that this Tiger squad has. Some changes on the court for the Tigers. Jacob Harvey. The aforementioned Tanner Brown. A.J. Clark and Ben Hanley are still on the court. And the Pirates cut it down from double to single digits once again. Hanley out to Clark. Clark and Brown traded between each other. Jacob Harvey driving in at the top of the key. Back down to A.J. Clark. Foul on Sam Lacey this time. Leo Toussaint in for the Pirates. Ben Hanley sparring off with an Akpane. Jacob Harvey now sparring off with an Akpane. Down to Tanner Brown. Brown can't make the downtown shot. Pirates sailing quickly up the court. Maybe a bit of new wind in their sails. As Hatcher, the ball goes shooting out of bounds. Ty Williams enters the game for the Tigers, along with Jacob Millhouse. About 14 minutes left here in the second half, here in Calgar Gym. And that is a very long pass. Ty Williams completes the transition. 10-point lead for the Tigers once again. And that was a great save. But A.J. Clark is able to get it. But his pass is intercepted by Anakpane. Anakpane rushing down the court for the Pirates. And Zach Black going in. Can't put it in, though. A.J. Clark once again. Strong pass over to Tanner Brown. Tanner Brown puts it in. And Akpane handing it over to Jacob Hester. Hester back down to Akpane. Akpane over to the top of the three-point arc. Leo Toussaint sinks a three. A great shot by Leo Toussaint.
30-second timeout.
A 30-second timeout here in Calgar Gym.
Southwestern.
This one is taken by Coach Kirkendall. We will stick with you here on the Tiger Network. Last time, the Tigers were bogged down by a very stingy Pirate defense. They were trailing heading into the half, but the Tiger offense broke free and went on multiple scoring runs. And Southwestern's offense just couldn't keep up as the Tigers left Georgetown with a 63-50 victory. Jacob Harvey led the Tigers in points that game with 24. A.J. Clark and Jacob Millhouse also had double-digit points. And as you can see here tonight, it's looking like a close game once again. 9 points is the lead for Trinity. A.J. Clark leads the Tigers in points with 10. The Tigers determined not to let the Pirates come in and plunder and spoil senior night here in Calgary. As we see the Tigers take back the court, there are some and the team coming back onto the court. And Jacob Harvey taking the inbound pass for the Tigers. Harvey up to AJ Clark. AJ Clark. And the ball makes its way down the three-point arc back to Jacob Harvey. Jacob Harvey. Tanner Brown. Over to Jacob Millhouse. Harvey. AJ Clark. Hands it over to Millhouse. Millhouse almost loses the ball. Able to scoop it up again. But the Pirates take the ball away. They will sail the sea up the court. And Quentin Hupp with the ball. Dishing it over to Jacob Hester. Hester into Anakpane. Anakpane from the paint. Nothing doing. Zach Black. Jump ball. Tiger ball. And a new face for the Tigers as Grayson Herr enters the game. AJ Clark will head off to the bench. And Herr with the ball right now gets it over to Jacob Harvey. Harvey over to Brown. Over to Millhouse. Millhouse has the ball taken away from him. Jacob Hester loses the ball at the last second. And in Kerrville, Shriner 74, TLU 64, with around 5 minutes to play. That game is essentially an elimination game. Whoever loses that game will not be making the conference tournament. We have a media timeout, but we will stick with you here on the Tiger Network. And for the Southwestern Pirates, Brock Lichtefeld is second in the SCAC when it comes to accuracy, with a 57.7% field goal percentage. And Preston Hanna is fifth in the conference in three-point percentage at 41%. But unfortunately, as I said before, despite the accuracy, the Pirates struggle on the offensive side of the ball. And right now, it's no different. No Pirate has reached double-digit points yet. As we enter in back from this timeout. 9 points is the lead for Trinity.
Here we go.
And here we go once again. And I don't see any changes for the teams coming off that timeout. And Quentin Hupp, that pass is way too high. And Jacob Harvey, all by himself, puts it in. And Trinity has an 11-point lead, thanks to the errant pass. Hester up to Hupp. And Zach Black, using all of his strength to get those points for his team. Jacob Harvey passing it up to Herr. Herr back to Harvey. Harvey contested three. Can't quite make it. And the Pirates handing it back up to Hupp. Hupp up to Anakpane. Hupp deferring back to Anakpane. Anakpane shoots it in. And Leo Toussaint scoring another one for the Pirates. Abdullah Roberts from three. Air ball. And once again, the wind's turning into the Pirates' favor. We'll see if they can do it again here. Ball's picked off by the Tigers. Jacob Harvey handing it over to Millhouse, and Millhouse puts it in. 9 points is the Tiger lead. And chance of defense ring out throughout the court here in CalGuard Gym. As Hester back to Anakpane. Anakpane back down to Jacob Hester. Anakpane, deep three. He absolutely sinks it. Shobi Anakpane showing up for the Pirates. Brown up to Harvey. Harvey back to Abdullah Roberts. Roberts driving it in the paint, puts it up. Can't put it in. Luke Hatcher coming in for the Pirates here. It'll be Tiger ball. The Tigers spreading out. Harvey tosses it up to Abdullah Roberts. Roberts hands it off back to Harvey. And Harvey, wide open three. Can't make it. And the Pirates, once again, seeing if they can get points on the board. Zach Black is able to put it in. Zach Black has broken double digits. And let's see what the call is. Jump ball. Coach Smith is livid at the call. As you see on your screen right here, Coach Smith getting warned. And once again, this game is getting very, very intense. Southwestern has done well to bring Trinity back down to their own pace. Trinity having a very explosive offense. 78 points per game, leading the SCAC. And the Pirates having that jump ball make their way down the court. Anakpane threading the needle with that pass, but makes it nonetheless. Anakpane over to Hatcher. Hatcher puts it in. And the Southwestern side, they're getting excited. They're only 2 points down from the Tigers. And you can hear chants of defense from the visitor side. Big shot from Harvey. And Harvey sinks it from three. Jacob Harvey, the most prolific three-point shooter on this Trinity offense, does it once again. And Harvey breaks up that pass. Harvey once again, 1v1. And offensive foul on Jacob Harvey. The gym is exploding right now. It'll be Pirate ball. The Trinity bench cannot believe the call. Chaos in CalGuard. Josh Jones will take the inbound pass. And losing the ball. Oh. The Pirates are in the bonus now. That foul on Jacob Harvey. A 1-and-1 trip to the charity stripe for Jacob Hester. And this game is getting intense, folks. You can really feel it here in CalGuard. And the first shot from Hester is sunk. Trinity lead 4 points right now. We'll see if Hester can make it three. The shot, no good. The Trinity lead, remaining 4. Caleb Jenkins driving into the paint, putting it up and putting it in, but once again, the Tigers disappointed by the call from the officials. It's going to be an inbound pass for the Tigers. They wanted an and one there. A.J. Clark down to Ben Hanley. Ben Hanley over to Braxton Berry. Corralling it in with one hand. Berry using his strength. Can't put it in. And the ball, once again, it will be the Tigers. Jacob Harvey to inbound it. Harvey tossing it up to Berry. Berry down to Hanley. Hanley into the paint to Caleb Jenkins. Jenkins spinning around. Nothing doing. But he will draw the foul. The foul on Chris Smith.
The line for 2 shots, Caleb Jenkins.
And Jenkins sinks the first shot. And some news up in Kerrville. The game is looking pretty grim for Texas Lutheran as they are down 67-80. It looks like we may be seeing the Mountaineers of Schreiner here in San Antonio next weekend for the SCAC Conference Tournament. Jenkins sinks the next shot. 6-point lead for the Tigers. Sam Lacey spinning around, gets it over to Josh Jones. Back up to Sam Lacey. Sam Lacey spin cycling it over to Josh Jones. And the ball makes its way up the 3-point arc, back down, back up again, dishing it into the paint. Over to Brock Lichtefeld. Lichtefeld can't put it in, but Luke Hatcher can. And Caleb Jenkins looking for an opening, gets it over to Jacob Harvey. Jacob Harvey back down to Ben Hanley. Hanley doesn't hand it off to Clark, trying to take it himself. This time he hands it to A.J. Clark. Clark sinks it from 3. The super senior makes a super shot. And that puts Trinity up 61-54. Although maybe more disappointment from the officials. As there's a foul on Jenkins.
Technical foul on number 5, Caleb Jenkins. The second, team foul number 8. Timeout on the floor.
Timeout on the floor. Media timeout here. And a technical foul on Caleb Jenkins this time. The second for the Tigers today. This game is getting very intense. The wind may be taken out of the Trinity sails from that technical. As you see highlights on your screen here. Trinity up 61-54, but Southwestern going to get some free shots. Southwestern has caught fire. They are 6 of their last 7 shots. And I got to ask Coach Kirkendall about where the team has improved this season. And he said, we've scored the ball better, and we've rebounded at a good rate as well. He says, defensively, we've been consistent all year, and we've had a good job of limiting turnovers. Tonight, the Pirates have turned the ball over 24 times compared to the Trinity 16. But they have out-rebounded the Tigers 33-24. Coach Smith talking with his team before they come back in. Josh Jones to take the lonely technical free throw. Not distracted by the fans here in Calgard, as they are making a ton of noise. And that shot doesn't go in. It rolled in and out. The Pirates will have the ball again. And in a game that's getting very intense, we are starting to come down to the wire here. About 7 minutes, 20 seconds left. Trinity leads by 6. Jones up to Hatcher. Hatcher back down to Jones. Jones up to Sam Lacey. Sam Lacey dishing it into the paint. But Brock Lichtenfeld swarmed by Tigers. Can't do anything with it, and the Tigers will get the ball back. 3-second violation, giving the Tigers the ball. This Tigers team made the playoffs last year. They lost in the second round to UMHB. AJ Clark in the paint, can't put it in. And this foul on Luke Hatcher. This time, the Southwestern bench in a bit of shock about that call. And Trinity will enter the bonus. And the final score in Kerrville, Texas Lutheran 69, Shriner 86. We will welcome the Shriner Mountaineers, the school just up I-10 here in San Antonio next weekend, as they will be playing in the conference tournament. Back to the game at hand. The Pirates coming back down the field. Jones signaling Lacey to come over so he can get the ball to him. Smith and the ball in Hatcher's hands. He wanted to take a shot, but he couldn't. Lacey and Jones sinks it from downtown. Josh Jones once again coming in clutch for the Pirates, and the ball was stripped out of AJ Clark's hands, but a foul called. And you can hear with every call the officials make, there is one side of the court that is not happy about it, folks. AJ Clark will be taking the free throws. AJ Clark, perfect tonight. 4 for 4 from the charity stripe. And in a game as close as this one, these shots will begin to stack up. AJ Clark, nothing doing for that one. Misses the first of the one-on-one. And big shot from Jones again. Didn't have it this time. And that pass was read like a book from Sam Lacey. But unfortunately, just couldn't corral it in time. He laid his body out on the line for that one. Jenkins surveying, keeps the ball. Handing it over to Jacob Harvey. Harvey to Ben Hanley. Hanley, deep three. Can't make it. And Smith handing it over to Sam Lacey. Lacey back down to Smith. Smith over to Lacey. Lacey The ball ends up back at Josh Jones's hands. Jones down to Smith. Smith for three. And Smith drains it from three. And once again, Southwestern is 2 points away from tying up this game. We have 5 minutes to go here in the second half. You can feel the stadium ramping up. Brock Lichtenfeld tagged with the foul there. A.J. Clark will step up to the charity stripe. The chaos creator, Zach Fenn, enters the game.
1-1.
1-1 shot for A.J. Clark. 4 for 5 on the day. And this shot is drained. 3-point lead now for the Tigers. We'll see if he can make it 4. And Trinity living by these free throws right now. No shots in the last 2 minutes, 30 seconds. All their points from free throws. The Pirates, on the other hand, 8 for their last 10. In the shot category, Lacey down to Smith. Smith back up to Lacey. Lacey hands it over to Jones. Jones back up to Lacey. 8 seconds left on the shot clock. Pirates got to do something with the ball. Toussaint. And nothing doing. Shot clock violation. A big stop for this Tiger defense. Tigers get possession of the ball. And in a game as close as this, you can't afford not to get a shot up before the shot clock goes down all the way to 0. And Braxton Berry, as you saw in that replay, absolutely rejecting that shot attempt that they even tried to put up. The Pirates getting another chance. They need a 3 to tie the game. And Zach Black loses the ball, and Fenn gets the ball back. And Caleb Jenkins is fouled by Josh Jones. We will have a timeout on the floor. We will stick with you here on the Tiger Network. And Zach Fenn, the chaos creator that he is, kept that ball alive and got it over to Jenkins. As you take a look at the stats on your screen, Southwestern has been shooting very well. They've been shooting better than Trinity in terms of shots and from the three-point arc. But in free throws, that's where the Tigers have really gotten the lead. Southwestern, a lot of self-inflicted wounds, allowing the Tigers to have this three-point lead. They've out-rebounded the Tigers, but the Tigers have not turned the ball over as much as Southwestern has. And the game coming down to the wire, 64-61, 4 minutes left. This one will go to the very final second here on senior night in Calguard Gym. The Pirates break their huddle, and the Tigers break theirs. They're ready to get back on the court and play some more basketball. Jenkins will step up to the charity stripe. Jenkins, perfect on the day. 2 for 2. Every shot very critical here. And Jenkins with the first shot. Gets it in. He gets to make another one. He extends the Tiger lead to 4 points. Coach Smith talking to Zach Fenn. And Jenkins sinks the second shot. And the Southwestern Pirates looking to keep up with the Tiger offense. Lacey getting it over to Josh Jones. Jones looking around. Jones gets it down to Smith. Smith back up to Jones. Josh Jones all the way over to Toussaint. Toussaint then Smith. Smith to Jones. Zach Black having some trouble with the Tiger defense. And the shot, the contested shot from Toussaint. I believe they're going to say he was fouled by A.J. Clark. And it looks like there may have been a little bit of contact there. And once again, the officials are going to take a timeout here. They are going to review this play. We'll look at it again here. A quick shot. And it looks like as his hand goes forward, it collides with A.J. Clark. Both teams talking with each other. 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. They're probably planning every second of it. The officials talking things over, finalizing their decision.
Correction. Foul on number 22, A.J. Clark. His third.
And they are going to say A.J. Clark did indeed foul Leo Toussaint. 3 shots for Toussaint. That's the last thing you want if you are the Trinity Tigers. You're up 66-61. If Toussaint can sink 3 of them here, that would be a big boost to the Pirate morale. He sinks the first one. Toussaint facing noise from the crowd. Can't make that shot. And Toussaint, if he makes this shot, will make it a 3-point game. And we'll see Toussaint facing noise from the crowd. Sinks that shot. It is a 3-point game here in Calgard. Braxton Berry inbounds it to A.J. Clark. A.J. Clark will take a look around, survey the Pirate defense. Driving around, open Braxton Berry is missed as Josh Jones and the Pirates have a chance to tie it here. Shot from Smith, can't make it. They get the rebound though. Zach Black puts it up, can't put it in though. Tigers get it. And A.J. Clark driving the ball down the court. Caleb Jenkins over to Tanner Brown. And Tanner Brown sinks a very critical shot. Tanner Brown coming in clutch for the Tigers here on senior night. The Tigers lead 69-63.
30-second timeout. Trinity.
And a timeout called by Trinity. And we are going to see this a lot more as this game comes down to the end. 6-point lead for the Tigers. This has been a very exciting game. You can feel the intensity in the gym. As here on the Tiger Network, We are happy to cover every single second of it. Tigers break their huddle. Southwestern breaks theirs. 6-point deficit for the Pirates. And we'll see if the Pirates can get the ball down the court and start clawing back away at this deficit once again. They've gotten close, but the Pirates still have not tied up the game. Josh Jones, the senior for the Pirates, gets it all the way to Zach Black. Black just absolutely assaulted by the Tigers. Barry wants a jump ball. The foul on Barry. Fourth foul for Braxton Barry. One more foul for Braxton Barry, and he will be sent to Davy Jones's locker and foul out. The first shot made by Zach Black. And Black, the second shot, doesn't make it. Jenkins and Trinity looking to extend their 5-point lead. It is definitely not safe. Tanner Brown over to Barry. Barry back to Brown. Brown from three. Can't hit it. Whistles fly. Zach Venn fell to the ground. And the Southwestern players in disbelief at the call. Zach Fenn gets fouled by Luke Hatcher, who was also one foul away from fouling out and being sent to Davy Jones's locker. Fenn can't make the first shot. Two minutes, 20 seconds left here in this game. Fenn sinks the second one. 6-point lead for Trinity. The Pirates picking up the pace, getting it over to Smith. Smith going up the lane. And Smith gets it to Jones. Ball's bobbled a little bit. They prevent it from going to the backcourt again. Zach Black trying to muscle it in. A.J. Clark takes it away. And A.J. Clark is fouled. And A.J. Clark stepping up to the charity stripe here. As you can see that foul there. Zach Black's first foul of the night. But it may have come at a very critical time. Clark can't make that shot. And both teams are going to be shooting 2 free throws from the charity stripe for every foul. And A.J. Clark, to extend the lead, sinks that one. 7-point lead for the Tigers. 2 minutes left in the game as Josh Jones gets it to Sam Lacey. Lacey confronted by Fenn. They get it all the way down to Smith. Smith over to Josh Jones. Jones back up to Lacey. Lacey trying to find an opening. Lacey tries to drive it in. Can't get past Jenkins. Jenkins back down to Smith. Josh Jones to Smith. Smith driving it in. Gets the pass over to Zach Black, and that was an amazing pass. Trinity 71, Southwestern 66. And A.J. Clark letting the clock run down as much as possible. Southwestern is down by 5. Caleb Jenkins going in. And the foul going the way of Southwestern. They are going to get possession of the ball back with 1 minute and 8 seconds left. Offensive foul by Caleb Jenkins. And here we go, folks. Critical time for the Pirates. Jones confronted by Jenkins. Jenkins not giving up his defense. Smith looking around, gets it back to Jones. Jones confronted by Jenkins once again. Smith back to Jones. Jones defers it all the way up to Luke Hatcher. Hatcher back down to Smith. Smith puts it up, can't put it in. And they call that foul in favor of Trinity. As we take a look at that on the replay here. Make of that what you will. There is a lot of talk going on right now. Southwestern obviously not happy about that. And the court atmosphere is like no other game that I have ever called or ever seen here in Calgar Gym. Coach Kirkendall, livid, talking to the officials right now. We'll stick with you here on the Tiger Network. This has been so exciting. 47.8 seconds left in the game. Southwestern down by 5. Any and every foul, critical. Every free throw, critical. As you see, Coach Smith talking to his team. The Pirates break their huddle. They're ready. And the Tigers break theirs. The Tigers are going to inbound it. Tanner Brown in a senior night game that has been won for the ages. Jacob Harvey. Kicked ball violation. Back to the Tigers. Jacob Harvey once again. Back to Brown. Tanner Brown gets it over to A.J. Clark, the super senior. Getting it back down to Tanner Brown. Caleb Jenkins corrals the ball. Gets it to A.J. Clark. And Clark has the ball. And more erupted cheers and jeers from either side of the court. As Trinity calls a timeout here, 32.3 seconds. It was an amazing effort by Caleb Jenkins to keep that ball alive and to get it to A.J. Clark and to allow Coach Smith to call that timeout. It shows the passion, the effort, the sportsmanship on display here. And folks, next weekend, it's going to be a whole lot of SCAC basketball here in San Antonio. From Friday to Sunday, 12 teams, 6 games. Coming in here for the conference tournament. Trinity and Southwestern will be there. And who knows, maybe we'll get another grudge match like this one, as both the women's and the men's tournaments are held here in Calgar Gym. Many of the seedings already decided. St. Thomas has had a perfect conference season in the SCAC, 16-0. They are definitely the team to beat as they have the 1 seed. Trinity with the win tonight will clinch the bye and the 2 seed. Jacob Harvey getting assaulted by Pirates. He gets it out to Caleb Jenkins, who was fouled. And the Pirates in dire straits.
At the line for 2 shots will be Caleb Jenkins.
Caleb Jenkins will make an appearance at the charity stripe as Josh Jones collects his 4th foul. Jenkins bounces it off the front of the rim. And Leo Toussaint back in for the Pirates. And Jenkins sinks that one. 6-point lead for the Tigers. 26 seconds left. The Pirates needing to find something. Big shot from Hester. Can't go in. However, the Pirates have earned themselves a trip to the charity stripe. A.J. Clark getting tagged with that foul, his 4th. Leo Toussaint up to the charity stripe. 17.2 seconds left. These shots are absolutely critical. 72-67. We'll see if he can make it 72-68 and only make it a 4-point deficit for the Pirates. Four points down are the Pirates. Everyone has their man. As Tanner Brown tries to find an opening, he gets it to Caleb Jenkins. Jenkins swarmed by Pirates. And they are going to say that the ball went out, and it is Pirate basketball. 15.3 seconds left. Josh Jones is going to be the one to inbound it here. Trinity sending in Braxton Berry. They're going to need all 6'8" of him here. Jones trying to find an opening. Gets it to Toussaint. And Clark intercepts the pass. And Clark is going to head up to the charity stripe. Josh Jones leaves the game with 12 points, one of the seniors for Southwestern. He will get a standing ovation as he fouls out of the game. A.J. Clark, 4-point lead for Trinity right now. We'll see if he can extend it here. He does. A.J. Clark breaking 1,000 points for his career tonight. Having 18 points on the night. And I believe a warning was issued to Coach Kirkendall. Obviously, a lot of passion flowing throughout the gym right now. And Clark sinks the second one. 6-point lead for the Tigers. The Pirates need to find a way to get a quick three. And that was a very big shot from Hester. The Pirates get two. 5.3 seconds left. And they foul A.J. Clark very fast. I don't even know if any time ran off the clock there. A.J. Clark will step up to the charity stripe. 8 for 11 in free throws. He's been there quite a bit tonight. And he sinks that one. A.J. Clark extending the Tiger lead. 75-70. He sinks the second one. 76 points for the Tigers on the night. 5.3 seconds. The Pirates don't want clock to run off. Big three. Nothing doing. And the final here in Calgary in a very exciting senior night game. Trinity 76, Southwestern 70. Southwestern will be given the 6th seed in the conference tournament, and Trinity has officially clinched the 2 seed. Some stats for you guys tonight. For Trinity, A.J. Clark led the team in points with 21. Absolutely an amazing effort from the super senior in this senior game. And for the Pirates, Luke Hatcher and Zach Black tied for the lead in points, 14 each. We thank you so much to everyone that makes this broadcast possible. It's been my absolute pleasure to bring you through the game. My name is Reed Rosales, here with the Tiger Network. Thank you for joining us, and join us next week for the SCAC Conference Tournament.